Hey everyone, Neil here from Epic Flow. We're going to walk you through the application. We're assuming you've set up the account. We're ready to see what's running. I have this demo account that's been running for about 2 weeks, and we'll walk through what we see. So you can log in by going to request access if you haven't bookmarked it, and it'll take you here. If you've already created your account, you're going to want to click this sign in button here. Once you're logged in, you're going to see your screen, your dashboard. In your dashboard, you'll see your chart where you'll see your NAV value and your balance. The difference between these two, your balance is your account balance, and your net asset value or NAV is your account balance minus any unrealized profit and loss. And we'll go over what that is. Basically, your bot's running will run at a deficit or a positive, and it takes that and subtracts it or adds it to your balance to give you what your NAV is. You'll see your chart here that you can adjust over time. I've run this since November 4th of 2025. Today is November 17th, so just about 2 weeks. And we can see here the green line is our balance and the blue line is the NAV. And what we want to see is this green line going up and to the right. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower. It's okay to see your NAV dip. That just naturally happens with the foreign exchange market. As it drops, our bots will load up and buy more orders, reducing their average selling price, and then hopefully leading to an exit sooner rather than later. The other important thing to note in this dashboard is your available margin. So of the margin you have allocated to our system, this is how much is being used. Right now I'm at 16.6%. If this gets above 50, it'll change colors. If it gets above 80, it turns red. We want to stay below 50, ideally, in the 30 to 40% range. You'll see your positions, how much profit they've generated, their current run. So this is the unrealized profit and loss. So there's, $3,000 in flight. So if we take the balance that we have minus $3,000, you'll get to where this is. It's okay to see red. Generally, you will see red until it exits. What we like to say using Epic Flow is patience. Let the algorithm do its work. This is a variant of the dollar cost averaging algorithm that we've modified to work with the foreign exchange and our parameterization. The next important view is your bots. These are all the active bots that are running. You can see that here. Here is a completed bot. It ran the Canadian dollar and Swiss franc. We can see here that it ran for 5 days. And the idea of the algorithm is the blue dots are our buy orders. The gray line is the price of that currency pair, and the green line is our average price for that pair. So you can see as the price drops, we will buy more. And as the price goes up, there's a profit buffer. We need to hit the profit buffer, our minimum profit that we want, in order for that to exit. This delta here did not achieve that. And the price dropped again, and our average price went down, down, down. And we can see here that it did have a spike up, and we had our exit. And you can see here that this exit, if we drew a line across here, was lower than what we started with, but we still had a almost 9% gain in 5 days. And while we were running this, we were also accruing finance credit through the daily swaps. So in our active bots, we can look at the current run where we'll see how much it is currently, in the red. It's running down. And if we take a look at this New Zealand Swiss franc, it had a successful run, and it's also running another run with 27 orders. So it's been buying a lot. over the last 11 days. We can see here that every time it drops a certain amount, our algorithm will buy. We have a mechanism to reset the buy if there's no activity in a duration of time. So this was November 7th, and the next buy was November 10th. We use that to facilitate to help continue bringing down this average price. And we are now waiting for that to spike up or drop down, and we'll buy more to lower that average price. So this has been running 11 days. This current run gain is negative, but this will be in flux. As the price improves, this will get better. If it drops, it will get worse, but it's in flux. But at the same time, we're earning finance credit daily, and we've accrued almost $32 in finance credit. And if we take a look here, so this particular run ran for 23 hours and generated a 14% gain, had a big spike up that we were able to take advantage of. So the idea is you just set it and forget it. Let these bots run, and they'll execute as needed. And we can see, you can look into the details of each one, what's run. So this is completed 2 runs, and it's on its 3rd run. And you can see each run's running about 10% return. Since these are autopilot, and you can see that we're in autopilot mode, the settings are not configurable because the system takes control of that. You can rename it if you want. But if you did want to go into manual mode, you'll now have access to modify these settings. And you can easily switch back to autopilot mode. If you're curious on what some of these settings are and what some of the parameterizations do, we do have a knowledge base that will talk a little bit about these order sizing, flow increments, etc., in detail. When a bot exits, you'll be notified via email. I have my email here for the account, and you can see over the last 2 weeks, there's been some activity. This is me setting up the account. We can see that the first run that we had was the US dollar and Swiss franc. It ran for 16 hours. It used $253 of margin. It had an exit of 22 with 22 cents of finance. So it'll give you your total return on that bot run. This is the same data that shows up in your view of the run summary, but you'll be notified via email. In addition to the bot exits, you'll also get a weekly summary every Friday after the market closes, which is at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will run through all of your bot activity during that week. You'll see the gains. These are the exits. There's also what we call micro trading on the accounts that will show up here, as well as the finance credit or finance amount that you owe. And it'll aggregate this up and show you what the growth was on that balance for that week. We don't show the NAV in the account summary because it fluctuates so much, and we base the growth percentages on the balance from the previous week. You can always view the knowledge base articles. We have this YouTube channel that you can interface with. Connect with us on LinkedIn. We post things regularly. And you can email us the support questions or go through the support portal on the application. Lastly, you can modify your settings. You can change your theme. I prefer the dark theme. It's a little easier on the eyes for me. You have your referrals. So even if you're in demo mode or if you have a live account, you're able to refer friends. You just copy this link and you send that to your friends. If they sign up for a demo account and start bots, you'll get $5 credit applied to your next renewal. If they sign up for live accounts, we have different tiers that you get different amounts for. So we have an email that you can send, but basically it's just a way for you to earn discounts on your renewals. We also have a reporting tab for I would say more advanced users that are interested in looking at what the details are of the bots and their executions. But generally, that's about it. If you have any questions or support requests, you can come to the support bar and type it up and send it, and within 24 hours, someone will respond. Happy trading, and let us know if you have any questions.